Star Wars The Force Awakens is the long, and I mean long, awaited sequel to Return of the Jedi 32 years later, 20 years later for me since I last watched the original unaltered versions of the Star Wars trilogy. Okay? Note, I do this type of video every year for a certain big release. I'll probably be doing 2 or 3 next year. So, if you have not seen The Force Awakens yet, you are free to exit. Go watch the movie because it's fucking awesome, and you really should watch the fucking movie by now if you haven't seen it like 3 or 4 or 5 billion times already. And come back when you've seen it. Otherwise, if for those of y'all who have seen it, let's get right into it. First of all, we're going to start off with this plot because the plot is massive, so I'm only going to say it as smallest as I can possibly can to make it a whole lot easier. It's copy, paste, repeat. It is basically sort of a remake to A New Hope. But that's a good thing. It stays close to the source material. So the plot of this movie revolves around Luke Skywalker's disappearance. And what was her name? General Leia sends her best pilot. I forgot his name. It starts with a P. Played by Oscar Isaac, out to find him. But when he comes under attack, he entrusts his faith in his trusty droid BB-8 with this little chip, and on that chip is the location to Luke Skywalker's whereabouts. Okay, so when everybody in the world learns this and is after the droid for those plans, including one Kylo Ren, or Ben Solo. Yes, that's right, Kylo Ren is Han Solo's son. The fuck? Oh, and Leia's son too, so yeah, we all saw that coming at some point or another. And yeah, BB has a big target on his back, and he is almost captured and taken away for parts. But he comes across a young girl named by the name of Rey. Rey is a worker, and she collects a bunch of junk or scrap from areas and sends it back to her worker, where he pays her crap money, and she has to get by like that. When he spots BB-8, he offers her 60 something type money, but she denies it, so now he wants the damn droid as well. It's just like, okay, the droid's here, let's get it. Pretty much. And when they come under attack again, they flee. After their main ship is destroyed, she settles for the junk, of which she calls the junk, that ship was junk. And it pans over to the Millennium Falcon. Oh, what a reaction that got. That was kind of cool and badass. And yeah, after that they meet Han and Chewie, who agree to help them along their journey. And General Leia, pretty fucking much. But General Leia and Han have other problems. Since their son is fucking things up, Leia insists that Han brings his son home, to which he tries, but his son kills him in the process. And not even in a surprising way, not even in like a turning moment, you know. It was so obvious he was going to die in that scene. It was so weird. It was not even set up that well, but I still liked it. But the impact was less and less for 2 reasons. For that one reason alone, but reason 2, Harrison Ford's pretty much contract stated, I want to do Indiana Jones 4. And for me to do Indiana Jones 4, if you want me to do Star Wars, you must kill my character off, so I can do Indy 5. That was the agreement Harrison Ford agreed to when he, of course, signed on to this. So let's see if Disney holds up their end of that bargain for that. I highly doubt it, since they're kind of looking at Chris Pratt right now, so Harrison Ford, you may have just lucked out of both franchises. The hell? What? I get it. You're Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is a fun and awesome character. You're giving up Star Wars for Indiana Jones, the biggest franchise alone, even bigger than Indiana Jones. Are you smoking that dope? Not the good dope. You're not smoking the dopest dope you ever smoked, okay? You're not smoking that Pineapple Express. You're smoking that Colombian bullshit. Shit. No fucking way in the world will I turn down Star Wars for something that may not happen. No fucking way. But what a way to go out. What a fucking awesome movie. Okay? Acting in this movie is fucking awesome. I got nothing bad to say about the acting in this movie. Everybody brought their A game, including Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford nowadays is just one of the typical older actors that go, like, you're not Clint Eastwood. Stop doing that bullshit. This time, he acted like Han Solo. Thank you, motherfucker. Thank you. Okay? Was that too hard to do? Was acting something too hard for you to do? At least in the Age of Adeline, you were awesome too, but still, no more grumpy Harrison Ford, goddammit. I know you were on a plane crash and all, but come on. Come on. Anyway, Finn. Finn is a stormtrooper who was taken from his home long ago when he was a kid or something like that. And on his first day in the field, he sees some stuff that he does not like, and he basically flees with General Leia's best pilot. The two kind of become friends in that moment, but when they crash lands and separates, pretty much, he has to find him, or not find him, he thinks he's dead, I'm sorry. He's just trying to find his way somewhere to get out of the middle of the desert. And that's when he runs into, of course, Rey. God damn, I'm getting these two mixed up. And of course, they both take off on the Millennium Falcon, and they're said, that's what I just mentioned before, and the story continues, pretty much. Acting is top notch, though, seriously. Now, for the nitty gritty, the meat and the potatoes, the action is insanely good. I love the action in this movie. I love the mix, more or less the fullness of practical effects. The practical and effects in this movie, JJ, you're the fucking man. You are the fucking man. Okay? Not only did this movie feel like Star Wars, not only did you get the original cast, you managed to get full sets, practically built from the ground up. Even the Millennium Falcon was a fucking real ship. Probably not a real ship, but you know, it was a fucking set piece. That's badass. It still kept the budget under $200 million. The fuck? Why can't anybody else do this? Why can't nobody else do this? It makes no fucking sense. CGI. Now, I know that me talking about Star Wars right now is a lot to go for, and to say CGI is bad is an understatement, because there isn't really any bad CGI. There's only one scene where I noticed that. That was when Snoke was talking, and then those, I guess you could kind of say two scenes. I forgot about the two CGI ugly looking tentacle, ugly monster things that attacked these two groups of gangsters that were trying to get revenge on Han for taking their money. And he tried to sweet talk his way out, but that shit didn't work. And Ain't gonna work like it used to, Han. I'm sorry. Other than that, that was really it, to tell you the truth about the CGI. As for a small but kind of cool cameo, Daniel Craig is in this movie as one of the First Order stormtroopers. Yeah, I didn't notice him the first time. It took the second viewing. Thank you, Seb Carrasco, for actually pointing that out, because I found it the second time. I'm going to leave that to all of you to watch and find out for yourself, because I had to pay it the second time to go see this movie. You guys should do the same. If you're going to pay your hard-earned money to go see Star Wars again, you should earn the right to find that spot where he's at. I'm not going to tell you shit. You got to go and see it for yourself. And when you do find it, let me know what you think about that. Because for me, a week and a half after watching Spectre, that was badass. Not Spectre, but that cameo was fucking badass. Okay? Damn. Fucking damn. Kylo Ren is the guy I want to talk about now. He is badass, man. This dude, Adam Driver, dude, you gaining my respect, dog. You just really gaining my fucking respect right now. And Kylo Ren or Ben Solo is no fucking exception, dude. Dude is just out of his mind. But he's very unpredictable, and that's what I fucking like about a villain. He is trying so hard to follow in the footsteps of Darth Vader so much that not only did Rey call him out on that and eagerly just pissed him off even more, which was funny, but when he finds out shit ain't going his way the first time, he brings out his lightsaber, and instead of killing one of his henchmen, something that Darth Vader would have done, what does he do? He slices up a bunch of computers. The guy is still probably pissing his pants watching him, but at least he's not getting the lightsaber to the face, you know what I mean? And then after he's done, he just goes, is there anything else? Like, damn. Poor computers, but at least the dude's still alive. For now, I guess. He is such a strong man, but then again, he is part of the Skywalker clan. He is Leia's son. So that makes sense. I'm like, wait a minute. I almost forgot Leia is not Luke's sister, but I almost forgot she has the Force. For a moment, and I'm like, oh yes, Leia has the Force. That's right. That's why he's so fucking powerful. Because I'm like, this coming from Han Solo. I'm like, no. Hell no. But now that makes a lot of fucking sense. And I'm like, yes, Leia's the badass, and now her son's badass. Too bad it's not the badass they want, but still, he's a badass. And he's funny. I loved his comedy in this movie because it's just unpredictable stuff. It's just incredible. Now, him in and out of the mask is what I want to talk about too, because his voice, when he's talking real calm, he sounds like he does when he has the mask on, just less robotic. Which is kind of cool that his voice is actually the same in and out of that mask. But the moment he gets a little bit excited, his voice changes. That's cool. That's kind of cool right there. I like that. I really do. He has a long face, though. I just gotta point that out. You have a really long face, dude. What the fuck? Oh, man. J.J. Abrams. The marketing for this movie was fucking insane as fuck. Not only did you not show Luke Skywalker at all in the trailers, to the point where we're just wondering, where the hell is he gonna show up at? What the hell is he gonna do? And when you read the opening crawl and you find out, you're like, oh, he's not gonna come into the end, isn't he? And of course, they saved the very best. If I see even a thing to say about this movie, because the whole fucking movie is great. For last, we finally get to see Luke Skywalker. Oh my god, the level of respect my crowd had for this movie was fucking insane. From the moment the little Star Wars thing went in the fucking on the fucking screen, everybody screaming out "Woo!" to the point where fucking Han and Chewie comes on the fucking screen, everybody claps, just like they did in Star Trek when the late Leonard Nimoy showed up. Not only did they give him a little bit of ovation for Leia, who got the biggest pop? Little girl, treat this like a WWE event. Who got the biggest pop? As soon as that fucking hood came off his head? Oh, Luke Skywalker. Of course. A fucking course, man. Fuck yes. Damn you, J.J. Abrams. Damn you. I gotta say that because you left it off without him saying anything. We gotta wait a year and a half just to hear Luke speak the truth, man. Fuck you. Fuck you for that one. That sucks. That fucking sucks dick. I gotta sit through Rogue One and then go to Episode 8. I'm pretty sure Rogue One's gonna be awesome anyways, but still. Nothing but a good piece of pie. Good piece of pie for the hungry man and me. Because goddamn, 20 years is a long time to fucking wait for me to watch Star Wars with the original cast back in here. Ironically, I always wonder what a Star Wars movie would be like if the original cast were older. 20 years later, I just answered my own question. And it feels good. It feels damn good. Okay? Oh my god. Is there anything else that I needed to point out? Daniel Craig's cameo. Kylo Ren's fucking awesome. I know I'm missing something. I know it. And I bet you the moment I shut off the fucking camera, I'm like, that's what I forgot to fucking mention, you fucking moron. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I forgot to mention or what. But, the J.J. Abrams. The J.J. Abramisms is what I'm gonna call it right now. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't care. It's fucking Star Wars, goddammit, okay? All these names in Star Wars history, I can say J.J. Abrams. But anyways, it's when J.J. Abrams is directing the movie. If you ever pay attention to a directed J.J. Abrams movie, he has this thing where the camera just often, if it's chasing something, like it was in Star Trek, both of them, it's following something. And as it's following something, it zooms in and then zooms back out. There are two scenes where the camera zooms all the way in and then zooms back out again for different scenes. I don't know why, but I like that. That's like his touch. Almost as if his second touch. Because, lens flares is J.J. Abrams things. And thank you, J.J., for not putting a single lens flare in a goddamn movie. At least I didn't see a lens flare. Did y'all? Did anybody see one? Because I was looking for them. I was surprised I didn't get blinded in my eyes. So I was able to see every fucking thing. From that crazy shit the Millennium Falcon was doing when fucking Rey was piloting it. To the fucking X-Wings and TIE Fighter battles. So much practical. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. To possibly Rey and Finn. I know Rey is becoming a Jedi. She becomes a Jedi towards the end of the movie, which is the title, The Force Awakens, because she awakens in this movie. It is badass. Trying to fucking what is it called again? Mind control, force mind, or whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, she's trying to mind control the damn stormtrooper. Takes her 3 times to do this. 3 fucking times. But she did it. It was cool. Oh, that was such a nice little thing, you know. From her resenting the Jedis and stuff like that from the moment she touched Luke's lightsaber, that was a nice little turnaround. But then the next hour. And speaking of touching, fucking Finn holds up Luke's training ball. I didn't notice that the first time. Now I caught it. I'm like, motherfucker. You had the training ball in here. You have his lightsaber in here, which both Finn touched, which is going to be badass. So that means he's going to be trained by Luke Skywalker probably. And him and Rey is going to be whooping that ass together. And possibly become a thing, because they're kind of teasing that a lot in this movie. Which got the crowd talking. Probably all racism's back behind me. But I didn't give a fuck. I love it. Because that's going to be awesome. And John Boyega's awesome. Daisy Ridley is gonna be like my newest girlfriend here. So yeah, she can force me any time of the fucking week. I get come and get it, girl. Anyways, BB-8. Oh my god, that little droid is the second best thing about this movie. They did not waste BB-8 1 minute. That's what I appreciate a lot about this movie. They did not waste BB-8. Thank you. That's all I asked for. That's all I fucking asked for, because I am a fan of BB-8, and the movie just fucking came out. I've been a fan of BB-8 since he was in the fucking first trailer. I was like, I got to have that. I got to have it, man. It's awesome. I need it. I need it. I need me some BB-8s. God damn it. God, just to see what BB-8 and R2-D2 will do together in the future. Two of the most smartest droids in the whole entire Star Wars galaxy working together. That's like good sex. Good sex. Okay? And then, of course, you gotta have C-3PO. 3PO. Because when you want to get annoyed sometimes, you gotta throw 3PO in there. He's funny, but then sometimes he kind of gets on your nerves. Just like he gets on Han's nerves all the time, which is funny. Because if it's one thing I like about Harrison Ford getting grumpy, is if it's 3PO making him grumpy with his one red arm and shit. Because again, he's lost his other fucking part. How many times have you lost your parts, 3PO? How many times is this now? Jesus. But it's good to see and hear Anthony Daniels again. It's good to see Chewbacca again. Motherfucker still ain't got no gray hairs on him. Like, why aren't you gray yet, Chewie? Why aren't you gray? Don't y'all age anymore? Oh, man. Without a doubt, The Force Awakens is my second favorite Star Wars movie since The Empire Strikes Back. And on that quick note, I'm giving you my top 4 Star Wars films, because I only need the best of both worlds, or quadruple worlds. I only need the core 4. Why? Because that rhymed, and of course that I can just get by with the core 4. Empire Strikes Back, Force Awakens, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. What are your top Star Wars ranking films? Let me know down below. Let me know down below what you think about The Force Awakens. I have to sing it because this movie's so much fucking awesomeness. I gotta go back and see this again at least 2 more times. I need this gotta be the first movie I have to see 4 times before it leaves theaters. I've never seen a movie 4 fucking times straight in theaters. I've only seen movies twice in theaters. Never 4. I'm gonna do it. Star Wars is gonna be the first one, god damn it, because I may not live to see episode 8, but I will live through episode 7 and the fucking what is it? Oh, I just said it too. Shit. Rogue One. There we go. There we fucking go. I will give The Force Awakens an A+ with my badass seal of approval. Can't wait to see Kylo Ren come back and whoop that ass as a future Jedi. I mean, not Jedi. A future fucking Sith. Probably new Vader. I'm sorry, Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. I gotta borrow your new Goblin for a minute, because I do believe Kylo Ren will be the new Vader. Vader is like his idol right now. That it only makes sense for him to put that fucking helmet on and become Vader. And that means we get James Earl Jones back. I can only hope. I can only fucking hope. You know? Wow. My second theatrical Star Wars experience is not a disappointment. Oh, thank you, God, for this. Thank you. And I got the last 2 IMAX 3D tickets too. I didn't know they were the last ones till me and my wife showed up at the theater yesterday night, or last night, and the lady's like, "Oh, you got the last 2 tickets." Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Star Wars in IMAX. Oh my God. So fucking beautiful. 3D was awesome. This movie is awesome. Why are you still watching me? Go back and see this movie like 6 more times. I'm gonna try to see it 6 times. Let's see how we do. And I got a free ticket for the 3rd time. Let's go. Let's fucking go.